If you're not making the money that you need to make to have a sustainable business, then this is for you. So I'm just back from Podfest, and there I talked to so many entrepreneurs who are either not making any money in their businesses or not making enough money in their businesses. For many of these entrepreneurs, they are actually spending more money in their businesses than they're making. How does that happen? They're buying all of these courses. They are spending money on templates. Some people even every week buying a new template to try to fix what's going wrong with their content. And I want to just kind of unpack this a little bit with you today, because the job of your business is actually to make money. The job of your content is actually to bring those sales into your door. And what I am seeing, I was at a podcast conference, right? So, podcasters are putting out a ton of content into the ethers, right? We've got YouTube videos and we've got podcast episodes every week. And then we've got reels from those podcast episodes and all of the things. And for the vast majority, the money is not coming in from any of that content creation. Your content should be making you money. At the end of the day, it has a job to do. And I believe that the best way for you to create the kind of content that brings your ideal clients to you without you burning yourself out feeling like you're a slave to the algorithm is to actually lean into the power of your human design. Now, in this episode, I'm going to walk you through just a few of the places. I think there's 5 places that we can cover where that lives in your human design so that you can look at your human design chart and you can actually go and create content according to that. If it's hard for you to do this without help, for most of us it is, right? We discover human design and we're like, oh my, that's so much. I don't know where I would ever start. Then come on into my free masterclass. I've got a 3-day masterclass happening this month, and it's all about leveraging your human design in order to create the offer that's right for you, in order to identify the niche that's right for you, and in order to create the content that sells. Yes, it's free. 3 days with me. So let's talk about leveraging your human design. The first thing that I want you to know is that your human design strategy informs how you create the content. So if you are a generator or a manifesting generator, you are going to create your best content in response. What does that mean? It means that something is going to happen in your life. You're going to see something. You're going to, be part of a conversation online. Something is going to cause you to have a visceral response. It's in your body, and boom, that's the content that's going to draw your ideal fit clients to you. Trust me on this. It is absolutely magical. Do not sit at your computer and try to create something when you are not in response, if you are a generator type. If you are a projector, then your strategy is to wait for the invitation, right? So I would love for you to assume that if people have followed you on Instagram, if they are reading your blog, if they're listening to your podcast, they have invited you to share. They value the insights that you have to share with them. So you've been invited. The other thing that I would love for you to consider is that recognition is a big part of how you do your best work. And recognition starts with you. So get in front of your mirror and start recognizing yourself every damn day for the things that you do that you're so good at in your business and in your life. That's going to go a long way to making you feel like you've been invited to share. Manifestors. Everybody thinks that manifestors have it easy. Everybody thinks, oh, if I could just be a manifestor, I could just make things happen. But I've yet to meet a manifestor who is actually standing in her power and making things happen. So here's the thing. If you are a manifestor, you are here to initiate others into something. We really want to study the energy that's reaching your throat because that's how you will initiate them into something. But that's maybe a lesson for another day. So your strategy is to initiate. It's to impact. It's to make things happen. So you standing in your power is all that's needed. All that's needed. I know it's easier said than done in order for you to actually create something that matters to people, that makes a difference. Reflectors. Our beautiful reflectors, just 1% of the population. Your only job is to sample. Sample your community. See what's going on there. I am so blessed to have some reflectors in my life. So blessed. And they reflect back to me what's happening with me, in my business, in my community, because I'm part of their community. So you're not here for everyone. You're here for a very specific group of people, and you reflect or evaluate what's going on for them. So that is your strategy. What are you seeing in the community? What does the community need to do better? What's unhealthy in the community? That's your job. So strategy, your human design strategy is how you create the content that lands. So your profile is the role that you play in the movie that is your life. It is how people respond best to you. It's who you are as you move through life, the costume that you wear as you move through life. It influences your tone of voice. You speak in the tone, or you long to speak in the tone. It's natural for you to speak in the tone of your profile. However, it's one of the biggest places you've been conditioned away from, right? We are all conditioned mostly away from the things that we are here to be. So part of your job is to really decondition, really start to do some of the healing work around that profile piece. I've got so much content on profiles. I'll link up all of the resources for you that I have on profile so that you can refer to your own profile and know exactly how to use it in your tone of voice in your content. Next thing we want to look at is your openness. Not a lot of people in the human design space are actually talking about openness, but it's a big piece of the puzzle because it's how you draw people to you. So you're going to take your sales messaging from your openness and not from your definition. And this is something that I think a lot of people get wrong in this space, and why there's like a little bit of a disconnect between, I have great programs, I deliver great results, people give me great testimonials. If I could just get more sales in, and it's because you're trying to hook people in by who you are, by your definition, but we live in a not self world. So you're going to flip that on its head. Your openness is where you go to school. Your openness is the lessons that you learn in relationships in life, and you're going to draw others into you in your messaging through your openness. Your definition is the next point. Your definition is what you're here to deliver. That's the energy that you have consistent access to. So you're going to use that all the way to the bank in delivery of your programs and your offers. That's what you can count on. That's who you are, that you never tire of being, because it's consistent energy in your design. And then the last thing I'm going to cover in this session is the energy that reaches or tries to reach your throat. So when you look at your human design chart, you will see that if you have a motor connected to your throat, if you're a manifesting generator or manifestor, you will have energy that actually reaches your throat from a motor. That's really powerful energy in your design. And that shows you how you are meant to speak. That shows you how you will move people, the energy that is connected there. If you do not have energy that reaches your throat, you have energy that tries to reach your throat. So look at that energy. Look at those hanging gates and see what longs to be expressed from you. There's going to be pressure there, right? The goal in human design is to bring energy down from the top and up from the bottom towards the throat center, because the throat center is the center for action. It's where things get started in human design. So there is a pressure there in your design to communicate from whatever is trying to reach your throat center. So look at those energies, because they are really juicy for you. I know that was a lot for one quick little episode, but that'll give you a little bit of an idea of how to look at your own human design chart as it relates to your messaging, as it relates to your content creation, so that you can actually bring in sales and not burn yourself out, feeling like you have to be on social media all the time, feeling like you have to dance on reels or buy more templates. It's not about that. It's about calling people to you who are your soul fit clients with ease and, dare I say, even fun. That's something that a lot of people talk to me about when they joined the last round of Content by Design was like, Vickie, I just need this to be fun. I am so tired of feeling like content creation is a job. In my opinion, content creation has a job to do, but it shouldn't feel like a job. It should feel like something that is pouring from the soul of who you are to draw your ideal fit client to you with ease. So if you're ready for some of that, then I invite you to join me in that 3-day masterclass. It's totally free, and I would love to have you there. I'll link it up for you.